got a great story for you. It's called The Song of the Whispering Woods. Deep within a place called the Whispering Woods, where trees wore hats made of leaves and giggling mushrooms popped up like confetti, lived a fluffy blue bear named Bearon the Royal Fluff. Bearon wasn't just any bear. He was a noble ruler with fur as soft as a cloud and a crown that sparkled with stardust. He was famous for his amazing tea parties, where the teacups danced and the honey dripped straight from his royal scepter, which also doubled as a honey dipper. Today, Bearon was hosting a tea party, as he often did. Guests included his best friends, Tiko the jungle explorer tiger, who wore a leaf hat and carried a map that changed colors like a chameleon, and Dizzy the flying donut, who zoomed around sprinkling confetti and telling the silliest jokes. Dizzy's sprinkles were particularly special. Their colors changed, depending on how funny her jokes were. "Oh my, this tea is simply delightful," Bearon boomed in his gentle voice as he poured a cup of tea for a tiny, giggling mushroom. "It seems the weather will be particularly fluffy today," he predicted, fluffing his fur a little. Tiko bounced up and down, his leaf hat jiggling. "I've got it," he exclaimed. "My map shows the way to the lost melody, which used to make the forest sing." Dizzy spun around, leaving a trail of rainbow sprinkles. "A lost melody? That sounds like fun. I know all the best jokes for such a quest." Just then, a small boy named Jahan, who loved everything from trains to construction trucks, and a girl named Priya, who adored singing and dancing, appeared at the edge of the Whispering Woods, hand in hand. They were ready for an adventure! Jahan pointed to a giant, friendly-looking bulldozer made of berries. "Wow, imagine that truck," he said in awe. Priya hummed a little tune, wishing they could have a traditional storytelling session. "Where do we begin?" Priya wondered aloud. "Follow me," Tiko announced, his map glowing a bright green color. They set off, the whispering trees rustling with excitement. Their journey began at the edge of the forest. The map showed a field of singing flowers, where the path twisted and turned through the forest. The first part of the journey was easy. The flowers sang a beautiful song as they walked between the giant tree trunks and bushes. Soon, they arrived at a tunnel made of soft, fluffy blankets. Elena, a princess-loving girl from their world, would have loved the tunnel. Bearon, with his wisdom, was happy to offer encouragement. "This is easy, my friends. Let us gently go through." He smiled, and they all went in. Then, the map led them to a sparkling lake. There, they found a princess-shaped puzzle. The puzzle pieces were scattered, each guarded by a small task. "Oh dear, we must put this together," Bearon said. "I can help," Priya said. "I know how to tell stories, and I know all about fairy tales." Priya read a riddle from the first piece, her voice clear and sweet. The riddle spoke of a hidden path that only kindness could reveal. Priya smiled. "I know just how to do it." Using her gentle voice, she sang a song, and the first piece of the puzzle floated into place. The next piece was guarded by a giant, funny-looking boulder. It needed to be moved, which was difficult. Jahan, the boy who loved construction trucks, knew what to do. "Let's use the berries to build a bridge," he suggested excitedly. "I have seen those in construction trucks." He explained how to arrange them, and everyone helped. With the help of the berry-made bridge, the second puzzle piece was carefully moved into place. As they worked on the puzzle, Dizzy kept everyone's spirits up with silly jokes and rainbow sprinkles, making the air smell like a candy store. Tiko's map was now a mix of colors, showing how happy he was. Finally, with everyone's help, the last piece clicked into place. The princess smiled, and a beautiful melody began to fill the air. It was the lost melody. The forest cheered, and the trees began to dance. "Hooray!" cried Dizzy, spinning with joy. "We did it!" Tiko cheered as he danced to the music. Bearon smiled and gave everyone a big group hug, his blue fur feeling extra fluffy. They all returned to Bearon's place and had another tea party, the music making it even more special. From that day on, the Whispering Woods was filled with laughter and joy. Bearon, Tiko, and Dizzy continued their magical adventures, always ready for a new challenge. Jahan and Priya visited whenever they could, and they learned that working together and being kind could make any quest a great success. And if you ever find yourself near a forest filled with giggling mushrooms, remember the song of the Whispering Woods and the friends who brought the melody back. And so, as the sun began to set, the Whispering Woods was once again filled with song, laughter, and the sweet scent of honey. The end. Let's see what a great listener you are. Can you answer the following question? What was the problem that the friends needed to solve? Let's see how you did. The answer is, the friends needed to find the lost melody that had disappeared from the Whispering Woods. You did a great job. I hope you enjoyed this story pie tale. I'll see you next time.